No kids at my wedding.
I don't care how much I love your kid.
I don't care if I'm related to you.
I don't either.
I don't want
I don't
you.
even care if it's my kid.
No.
You're not there.
You're not coming.
No. Welcome back, Shakers.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
Ari. Yes.
Woo!
Welcome back, Mardi Gras.
It's Mardi Gras.
Have you
Fat
ever been in-
Tuesday. They named a day after me.
I think they named restaurants after that.
Fat Tuesday. Oh,
Yeah. Is that a bar?
wait. Is it?
Yeah, like when you're in Vegas, you like get your drinks from Fat
Oh, yeah,
Tuesday and
yeah,
they're like
you're right.
this big.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to New Orleans?
I have.
Oh.
When I was like 8.
Oh. She don't remember it.
I do, and it was the best trip ever. So imagine if I were
Do you
of
wanna go?
legal age. Yes, I've been wanting to go back forever.
Why don't you don't ever tell me that?
I don't know. Because I'm broke.
Okay. No,
I need everyone to stop getting married so I can go on my own damn trip.
No, see, that's the thing people don't talk about when they get older. Is when all your friends then start getting married, now y'all decide my vacations.
No, 100%.
Respectfully,
Cabo
I'm going to start choosing.
3 times in one calendar year, and I
Well-
was like, I love Cabo.
That's diabolical, though.
No. Bank
That
account
is, like-
still hurting.
You need to decide.
Yeah, no. I did decide, and I decided yes for all
Correct.
3. I mean, I wasn't just not going to go to any of them, but I was like, okay, but I would like to go somewhere
That I want to go to?
After this year, I'm thinking people will stop getting married. I'm running out of friends
I
to get
don't
married.
have any friends getting married this summer, so.
I do have Italy planned, but other than that, I think that we're on the down slope of weddings. So
Okay.
and you're not getting married anytime soon, so I don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Well.
Neither am I, so.
That's so crazy. I feel personally victimized.
But by the time that we are getting married, it's just going to be just us, and so we can ball the F out.
Oh, yeah, because, like, everyone's, like, been married for 10
Yeah,
years.
everyone's going to have kids by then, and they're going to be like, oh, I need a vacation.
And I'll be like, also, my guest list specifically says no kids.
oh, there will be not a single kid at my wedding.
No kids at my wedding.
I don't care how much I love your kid.
I don't care if I'm related to you.
I don't either.
I don't want
I don't
you.
even care if it's my kid.
No.
You're not there.
You're not coming.
No.
No, like, I'm not paying for my kids to run around and break my ankles on the dance floor. Like, it's insane.
Ew, it just like it gives like Red Robin vibes.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. Hey, happy birthday.
Like I just don't like that vibe for my wedding. This is a
like, I
grown-up
love Red
thing.
Robin, but, like, I'm not paying for kids.
No.
No.
And
No,
I'm just,
like,
my
everyone's
dinner.
getting hammered. Like, we're all,
Yeah,
like,
no. No. So if anyone listening in the next 10 years, look for babysitters now.
Dude, line them up. Happy March.
Happy fucking March.
It's March, baby, and March is going to be lit.
We marching on in.
March is it.
Damn.
If you guys have
Stresses me
seen,
out.
as we said last week, and if you didn't listen, then we got problems. Shaking Up the Game is hosting sports trivia at Dino's Pub on Saturday.
March 15th at 1 p.m. sharp.
Yeah, so come
Come one, come
bring
all.
your friends,
I'm excited.
bring your husbands,
Bring literally anyone. I don't care.
dude, bring your neighbor.
And you don't have to like,
Have a team.
yeah.
Let's specify
Ooh,
that
yeah.
because you don't have. I had someone respond to me today and was like, "But I don't have a team."
Okay.
And I was like, also, like, whoever is coming can, like, vibe together because that's our vibe.
Yeah, this isn't like everybody grab a Scantron, like heads down, pencils up.
Oh my God. And if you don't know, press C. Or color in
When in
C.
doubt, color C.
Who used to tell us that? They're
I
like,
don't know.
if you don't know the answer, like, it has to be C.
No.
And I'm like, well, that's crazy because I put C, like,
Why is-
15 times in a row.
And then you start looking at the Scantron, you're like, I put C a lot.
But they're like, that can't be right. It
Well,
can't be C.
No, and then you start looking at the Scantron and you're like, oh, this doesn't look like. This doesn't
Like,
look right.
It doesn't
This
look
looks
like the
too,
format.
Yeah,
The answers are
this
supposed
looks
to be.
too planned or something. This isn't. These answers are so
No,
far
I
wrong.
totally know what you're talking about. That's funny.
God, a Scantron would give me goosebumps now.
So you don't need a team.
No.
Come for the vibes.
Come for the vibes.
Yeah, that's the thing. This isn't like who's the best at sports trivia in Washington
And you know what? I'll
State.
be completely honest. I've been putting together some questions the last couple of days. I don't even know the answer to some of these questions.
No,
So don't feel like
we're
an
here
idiot.
for vibes.
Yeah, don't feel like an idiot. This is just fun.
And it's a Saturday.
And a throw party.
We love to day drink.
St. Patty's Day weekend. I mean, give me another excuse. And even if you don't drink, you can still show up.
Yeah, there's soda.
There's also good food. Dino's has great food.
Yeah, let's plug that.
Dino's
is bar food, but
like good bar food.
But like good bar food, not like you're gonna you know like not like
not
that.
Like questionable. It's always good bar food. And yeah, I don't know.
Okay, fire. See you next weekend.
I'm done trying to convince y'all.
No, like why am I selling this?
Show up, show out.
It's free autographs, free photo ops.
It also is free to play.
It's free to attend.
For now.
But if you piss us off.
Yeah. But if you don't listen to these episodes, we'll be charging at the door.
Best part of March is also that Mariners season officially gets underway.
Yeah.
Hence why we're throwing a shaking up the game pre-Mariners season party.
Yeah, it's like the official 2025 Mariners season kickoff.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna need like a spa day or something before.
No, what's so
Mariners
funny is
season.
I'm quickly having a flashback of us last Mariners season just being like that's when my grays started to come in.
Yep.
Like my bags were getting, and I'm like,
I had zits.
I'm so over this. Like this couldn't have been hormonal acne. This is
Mariners
from Soto
acne.
Mojo.
This is the Soto Mojo acne.
I go to the doctor's. She's like, that's hormonal. I was like, no, ma'am.
No, she does a little test strip, and it's a trident. And she's like, no, you have Soto Mojo.
Your zits are shaped like a trident. No. Anyways, it's just so funny because like a year ago or less than a year ago, we're like, oh my God, season's over. Like, come on, you guys pissed me off, you know? But now we're like,
back at it again.
Oh my God, I can't wait for
back at it again.
I feel like specifically too for people in Seattle, this is like not Mariners related, but like the weather starts turning.
Yeah.
It starts getting sunny out again.
Yeah.
You correlate that with baseball starting again. Now you're just happier. Like
baseball season as a whole, like in general.
Right.
That means that spring, then summer, sunshine.
Yes.
Hell is over. Winter is over.
Yes.
Or no, what's that one show called? It says winter is coming. It's like opposite. It's like winter's over.
Oh. Yeah, and for Seattle, it's like we've basically made it through the hellish
6 months of hell.
So
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. After June.
So, season's under wraps. Are you excited?
I'm excited. Expectations? None. Very low.
High.
No expectations.
No, we should expect high.
Why? Because we're delusional?
We should expect high. Like, they're a professional baseball team. We should expect highly.
Well, yeah.
And I'm going to.
Well, yeah. But I'm just so sick and tired of being disappointed.
No, right. But we're going to be optimistic this week.
Well, I'm always optimistic.
We're going to, literally talk about them right now like they have never steered us wrong.
No, this is what I do is I talk shit about them. I'm like, oh my God, the Mariners, like, screw them.
And then you go to 60 out of 80 home games.
Yeah, and then I'm at home dusting off all my, like, jerseys and stuff, putting them up. I got, like,
You're like, oh, what new Mariners apparel should I buy this year? You're like, oh, I was thinking the other day, I'm like, need a new hat. Yeah. And then in the next day, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so annoyed. But I'm like,
I have 7 hats, but I'm like, I'm going to wear this one today.
Yeah, and I'm like, ooh, a new sweatshirt.
Yeah, I mean, what else are we supposed to do? We ain't got a basketball team to
we're
rocking
rocking it
right now, so...
So Mariners are 5-7 in spring training. As we have said, they're keeping the bats rolling. Like we're putting up 10 runs a game, which I'm just like, are we facing different pitchers? Like what? I don't understand. I get like in spring training, you're gonna throw your ace like a game or two, and they're not throwing like as much as they would, right?
Totally.
So like we aren't facing the best of the best.
No.
But
whatever.
I mean, we're not
We're
not facing the worst of the worst. Like,
have you seen that one pitcher? The one that I sent you a video of?
We got to talk about this guy.
He's fun.
What team is he on?
I think he's like with the White Sox or
fun because
something.
They're trash.
No, yeah.
So they said,
straight vibes.
Get us a vibey pitcher.
Straight vibes. His aura is unmatched. He did there's a video of him pitching and he does basically the splits on the mound.
He strikes someone's out and he literally does the splits and some flips and stuff.
No, I swear he did a backflip.
I loved it.
The aura, the vibes. I was like, you know what? You kind of give Mariners. If you get bored, you want to come to us.
We have a ambidextrous pitcher, which aren't few and far between anymore.
Yeah.
That used to be oh my God. And it means literally the pitcher can throw left-handed and right-handed.
Mm-hmm.
So then other teams can't really play the game of we're going against a lefty.
That's a cheat code for sure.
No cheat code. Has MLB baseball worked that into the gaming system?
I don't know. I haven't played that in a while.
Me neither. I'm more of a backyard baseball
I haven't played
GameCube.
Since backyard baseball.
I'm more like Pablo Sanchez.
And I don't think Pablo.
And Derek Jeter on that game.
I don't think they had the ambidextrous option.
No, because it was in what world, you know?
No, I know.
But now it's and
fun.
Why have we never talked about what the hell are the Savannah Bananas?
Okay, we said this last year. There were multiple times where why have we not talked about the Savannah Bananas? What the hell are they?
What are they?
Are they Globetrotters?
I think so. That's
baseball?
A very good way to describe it.
They're just, but they break out in dances.
No, it's I'm watching High School Musical.
Yes.
In the summer game.
Yes.
We're don't dance. Hey, bada, hey, bada, swing. I've got to just do my thing. No, and I think they literally copy their dances.
Totally.
Which is...
Do they come to Seattle?
Where's Corbin Blue?
No. Do they go on
Dude,
tour?
I've been wondering.
Do they have a schedule?
No, they go on tour, I think.
Do they have a schedule? Do they play other teams?
That's what I'm not quite understanding. They do go on different... They must go... on tour. I'm not really sure.
But is it a tour? Do they play other teams?
I think they play other teams.
Is Savannah Bananas they're from Savannah?
I have no idea.
And then is there
when they're in different cities, they bring in those cities celebrities to play with them.
Yeah.
But they'll be legit baseball.
But they play baseball.
I know.
They play the game.
But they choreograph dances.
And then break out in a dance. They're ow! And then they do a little dance.
Or they'll catch a ball in the outfield and then do an unnecessary somersault. And
which, I mean, at this point, y'all say baseball is boring.
No, I was going to say, because literally 75% of the world is baseball's so boring.
Have you seen a Savannah Bananas?
And they're okay, watch this.
Watch this. We're entertaining.
I think one game they were on stilts.
Yes, I saw that.
What?
First of all, that's insanely impressive. But what?
I don't know.
If the Mariners go if we don't win a game in a month, I'm proposing the idea. Fuck it. Let's play on stilts. Let's just start doing cartwheels to first base. If we're not going to make it anyways, let's just somersault our way there.
If we can't get the fans,
because what was our...
Go the Savannah Bananas route.
Exactly. All they care about is fan engagement anyways. That'll do it. But what was our thing? What was our thing last year? The fun differential, the 1-run differential, the fun differential. It's pretty fucking fun. Let's just start pulling out those tricks.
You're
could you imagine
bobblehead and
could you imagine
we'll do a cartwheel down to first base?
Logan Gilbert doing cartwheel on the mound and then throwing a fucking 95-mile-an-hour fast pitch. We're playing the
Cal
Yankees,
Raleigh
and
hits a home run and then he's literally doing somersaults.
He's twerking on second.
Dude, big dumper though.
Dude, big
He's got
dumpy.
cake.
Speaking of, can the Mariners sign him already?
Okay, speaking of both of them, actually. So currently, Logan Gilbert, pitcher for the Seattle Mariners, and Cal Raleigh, catcher, fire. have both expressed like, hey, like,
we'd like being here.
Because at spring training they do a lot of interviews. They're doing a lot of media.
Yeah.
This is like, honestly, no one talks about this also, but baseball is really unique in the sense that because of the 162 games a season, they basically get like one off day a month at home.
Yeah.
Because a lot of their off days are traveling.
Yep.
And so like they're so limited in like media events and like things like that, right?
Yeah.
Like versus like NBA, like these players will be out doing appearances during the month because they'll
do it before a game.
Like the Mariners do like one golf tournament a season
Yeah.
as a charity event, and like that's the only thing, and it's like on their one off day.
Yeah.
So anyways, in spring training, they're doing like all their media, yada yada. Well, Logan Gilbert and Cal Raleigh have expressed like hinting to like would love to finish a deal.
Would love some pen on paper.
Like want to play in Seattle for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, Cal Raleigh literally had said like, I want to play for one team my entire career. That's my dream. He loves being in Seattle. He loves the fans. Obviously, the fans love him.
I heard he's got a little girly friend around town too.
I've heard some things. I've heard some tinks.
Yeah, me too.
I won't mention
One thing we don't do is out the players' extracurriculars.
We have some intel. Subscribe to our exclusive content.
I was gonna say, because y'all would love that if we ran that back. Speaking of, I forgot to tell you, but I allegedly drove by Robinson Cano's old house the other day.
Allegedly.
Well, I did, but allegedly his old house when he played, because I was down along Lake Washington.
Yeah.
And then I just happened to be on the street where we allegedly have like had some events.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm on the street.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Come back.
Let's bring back like Robinson Cano and like Nelson Cruz and like the vibes.
No, but then I get pissed off because that roster statistically was the best one that season and we didn't win. But like that roster was so fun. Seager was still on the team.
So fun. Like because then Mariners like completely shifted gears and we're like, we're going to go super young guys that like have to be with us for their whole career, but not signing them. And like, we're going to develop them like da-da-da. But I'm like, can we have a combo?
Yeah.
Can this be a combo? Like, you can have some of those guys.
Totally.
But like, can we also like, let's get like a Nelson Cruz in here.
Yes, you gotta have some
let's
leadership.
Get the boomstick.
Oh, baby. Get the boomstick. Honestly, what's he doing?
I don't know. And Robinson Cano's like playing in the Dominican, just like vibing.
Well, yeah, because he wouldn't lay off the perks or what the hell he was doing.
Yeah, I know, but like,
I mean, shit, I get it.
No, like
I would too.
Anyways, so we're patiently waiting on the Mariners to essentially make a deal with some of their veteran now players that have asked to be here.
Yeah. Heavy on the patiently waiting because
the patiently waiting.
What the fuck are we waiting for?
A lot of things in the world,
like money.
Yeah,
which this organization refuses to give out.
But we have a lot of it,
which I don't get.
Which like plot twist, Mariners have like one of the biggest salaries.
Yeah, because we don't pay anyone.
No. If they want to pay my rent, though, they like are welcome to. Like,
it's
honestly,
going straight in the owner's pocket. Like, what are we doing?
He's paying rent. He probably lives on Mercer Island and he's vibing.
Honestly, probably. He's like,
no,
you guys, I can't afford Cal Raleigh. I have rent.
Dude, I'm like, same.
We're like, no, same. Can we all collectively pay him?
Same.
We all pitch in. Now, that's some taxes that I think we could get behind.
Well, speaking of I just got an update. Sorry. I was distracted. But the El Presidente is giving the State of the Union as we speak.
Well, this is a better
State of the Union. Perfect time. You are now listening to the Shaking of the Game State of the Union, baby.
State of the Union in Seattle.
Have we seen any I haven't seen any spring training games really, but have you seen any Yankees growing out facial hair?
No, I have not yet.
Okay, I haven't either.
No, I haven't watched a single spring training game.
Okay.
Do people do that?
Well, I don't know how many people watch it like on television.
Yeah,
it hits differently when you're in person.
I will say, well, yeah, and I will say, like, I had ESPN on earlier, per usual, and it was like going to, or I think like Pat McAfee show ended or something, and I like went into like a spring training game, but in the Florida, don't even know what teams it was, and I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to a spring training game between two random teams in Florida,
dude. And like, let's finish on that, because half of the MLB has spring training in Arizona and half is in Florida.
Which I like forget the other half is in Florida.
How miserable.
Well, if it's like Arizona versus
no players
Florida,
that would literally be on teams that were in Florida and then they get traded to a team in Arizona, they're like, thank
hallelujah,
God.
Hallelujah.
Also, because I've heard one being weather is very different, humid, gross in Florida, and you don't have that at all in Arizona. And in Arizona, as we know, all the like teams' ballparks are like pretty close in proximity, with like the closest distance I think being like from furthest team to furthest team like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
but
max.
Like like a Peoria versus the furthest one.
Downtown Scottsdale.
But most of the teams are like you're driving like 15, 20 minutes to different games. I've heard in Florida it's like an hour like minimum.
Oh.
Because you're working with like surface area. So yeah, players like hate being down there because it's like totally different than Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's where it's at.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Training.
And have you ever been to Old Town?
No. Have you ever heard of that little town? I will say that what is it? San Francisco Giants.
The one that's like downtown Scottsdale?
That one's so cute.
So fire. They can like literally hit the ball to the bar.
No, literally.
I'm like,
you could be outside Bottle Blonde and be like, got it. Like, fun.
So fun.
Sad we're not there.
Okay, yeah, me too. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Same.
I've talked about it for like a long time.
Same.
Moving on to some NBA. There's one thing to say and one thing to say only. If you are a Dallas Mavericks fan...
Oh, man.
I am, honestly, I don't even have a joke to tell you.
I don't. Like, I actually feel bad.
I am genuinely so sorry if you are a fan. If you're Nico, the general manager, though, I'm not sorry for you.
What is he doing?
Hiring, like, literally president-level security.
He's on a speedy road to being fired. There's no way.
Or, like, worse.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to go there. So I don't know what that's like if I say that out loud. But, like...
No, it's terrifying because literally since that Luka trade, they are cursed. And one thing I will say, are Dallas Mavericks and Dallas Cowboys fans, are those mutually non-exclusive?
They better be together.
There's no way
you're choosing
that I'm doing both. There's no way.
No, that you have to, though. I mean, I think there's a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans that aren't from Dallas.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because, America's team.
Yeah, America.
Especially, right now, we're like, America.
Yeah, big old America.
Please. But I don't think there's, like, Dallas Mavericks fans that aren't from Dallas. Because, like, why?
Unless if you were a Luka fan.
Well, facts. But if you're a Luka fan, you are now a Lakers fan.
Totally.
Because, like, I've heard
great, Lakers need more
it's
fans.
Same like LeBron. I mean, like, damn, now you've been fans of 4 teams.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Cavs till I die. Then I'm like,
Miami Heat! And now we're Lakers. Okay.
And I'm taking my talents to Miami, and now I'm taking my talents
to
LA.
It's like, and you'll be like, oh, are you like, have always been a Lakers fan? They're like, no, I'm a LeBron fan. I'm like, okay.
I didn't know that was an option.
I didn't either.
So, but I think, to your point, there are a lot of Luka Doncic fans that are now Lakers fans.
Well, yeah, the Mavs ain't got no fans.
Okay, yeah. So, Dallas Mavericks, if you guys haven't been living under a rock, or we're just explaining to you for the first time, hi, new listeners.
Welcome.
Dallas Mavericks had the most, like, historical... stupid trade.
Yeah.
And traded their star Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first-round pick, leaving Kyrie Irving on the Dallas Mavericks with Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson,
and company.
They've been building this team around Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, like this whole thing. They trade for Anthony Davis. Mm-hmm. He plays one game, and he is currently out.
Yeah.
With no real TBD. I think we're getting, like, the smoke and mirror TBD on the return.
Totally.
But we have said we think he's out for the season.
I mean, they traded quote unquote fat Luka for Anthony Glass Davis. The writing was on the wall. I mean, please.
And who didn't? Who didn't?
But however, it is not just Anthony Davis that is injured, and unfortunately, Kyrie Irving.
Breaking news. Monday night,
season-ending ACL injury. It was. I mean, it's. I feel. It's sad. It is
so sad.
Sad. I don't care what team or what player, it sucks seeing an injury like that. When I saw it, like, you just see his knee, like, buckle, and it was like...
You knew?
Yes, and, I mean, even Anthony Davis and a couple other players picked him up, carried him essentially, like, walked him to the free throw line because he had got fouled and was going to the free throw line, shot his free throws, and then left the game, which, similar to Kobe, but, like... He even, as he was going to shoot the free throws, was like, thank you, God. Like, he had tears running down his face. It was so sad. And I'm assuming Mavs fans were probably crying as well because that was still a bright spot. And the Mavs team was not horrible. They just have been plagued with injuries. So, January 4th, Derek Lively suffered a ankle stress fracture. February 1st, the Luka trade. February 8th, Anthony Davis played his debut with the Mavs, injured. February 10th, Daniel Gafford sprains MCL. March 3rd, Kyrie tears ACL. They are also without Caleb Martin, PJ Washington, and Jaden Hardy. They, like, have literally no one left.
I just feel as though it's a bit of karma.
It is. They're so cursed.
And this is not, like, Kyrie's fault or anything.
No. I mean, it's weird. They're cursed. There's no other way to put it. How do you have that many players injured and specifically 3 more starters are being hurt after that trade? Like, I can't help but to be like, well, Nico Harrison?
Yeah. I mean, if the general manager needed private security before this.
You knew now. You need presidential level security.
Oh, yeah. Like...
And on top of this,
service level shit.
On top of this, before the Kyrie injury on Monday night, the Mavericks announced that they were raising ticket prices 8%. No.
For what?
Team investment and fan engagement.
Team investment? You got rid of my favorite player.
I know.
I'm investing in the Lakers.
Like, what do you mean? We were invested in the team.
I was invested.
We were so invested.
These fans from Serbia were like, I'm locked in.
Yeah. So, It's like, this guy's, like, really...
No, he's gonna get...
And at first, like, when the Luka trade happened, like, it was kind of like, we'll see how this plays out. We won't really know who really won the trade until a couple months, but I think we know.
No, we know.
I think we know.
So, Luka and LeBron in Los Angeles are vibing.
Yeah, they're doing great.
So, Los Angeles is looking... pristine.
They potentially could actually make a run for the finals. Yeah,
we've seen some other fire games this week. And then one follow-up, real quick, on our favorite player in the NBA.
LeGM?
No, Joel Embiid.
Oh, yeah.
So we talked about last week where he's robbing Philadelphia 76ers. So now the update is he could be forced to medically retire from the game of basketball.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Shocking. So he stole all of your money for the season, just as predicted.
He walked in on crutches, hobble on with the pistol, and was like, "Give me all your money."
And
also, like, okay, fine.
Dude, what is so crazy is this week also, you know how they were presented with their USA, like, gold medals from the Olympics? So they already did that. They did a presentation little thing, just, like, it, obviously, like, in a room or whatever, but they, like, posted about it, that he got his, like, USA ring. And he's, like, all vibes. And, like, and I'm like,
well, that's the only ring you were ever going to touch.
If I am a 76ers fan, as we said last week, where are y'all? Because I'm coming for your neck.
No, I'm coming for your neck.
What do you mean? Oh, we're going to say here, first of all, you are not American. And second of all, Oh, we took our whole salary for this year.
Screw you.
You do not want to have surgery.
You should not have played the Olympics.
Nope.
Give me that ring back so you could have played the season,
Yes.
as that's your job.
He knew
You were a
that.
Philadelphia
He knew that.
76er.
I'm
You
sorry.
knew you were hurt.
I'm just not buying his whole aura. I've never liked him. I don't get your whole, like, I call bullshit on everything you do, everything you say.
Same.
You went to the Olympics. You copped the ring for no reason, knowing
Mhm.
damn well you weren't going to be able to play for the 76ers this year. Shocking.
didn't
And
care.
then medically
'Cause you got
retire. The 76ers better hope you medically retire, because that's the only thing that'll save their cap space for the
Totally.
next 4 years. So
Totally.
they better fucking hope. And if that wasn't their idea, then kudos to whoever's it was.
Yeah, facts. I just like that entire scenario. I mean, and I don't want to downplay, because Joel Embiid could have been one of the best players.
I just don't get that vibe from him, though.
But I just don't personally give a fuck.
no.
Like, I just don't.
And
I would much rather watch Luka,
facts.
the Joker,
I don't like him.
like LeBron, Kyrie, KD, Devin
I
Booker.
like,
Brunson. Like,
Right.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I could literally list 20 other players that I
never vibed
prefer
with him.
to watch.
Hated when he got MVP.
Yeah, and I'm
Him
just like,
risking-
Joel Embiid, bye. Get off my screen.
To your point,
Get off
of,
my
like,
screen.
he could have been great, and I we understand
but you have to
there's
play.
like an injury with this, but like, let me have my opinion. I'm calling bullshit on all of
Well,
that.
like I said last week,
It's
the whole could have been what if.
well, that's
if
on
you don't play,
and like if we
I
don't
got nothing to work
train,
with.
if we're not getting all these other players, all these other greats have had injuries.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I
And I
saw
swear to
Kobe
God,
on this.
this man is gonna plague this with like, but like I had a career-ending injury. Bro was not that bad. He were in the Olympics.
No,
come on.
That's the
We're
thing where it's
not,
you
like-
knew you were injured last summer. You chose to play in the
Mhm.
Olympics as a team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying you either play for the team come season, or you play for the Olympics.
I thought there was drama with all that.
There was. There
Okay.
totally was.
Yeah.
And it was like, fuck it, I'm going to play. This is a once in a lifetime, which I get. But then realize that if you get injured in this season, this is all going to come back and bite you in the ass. And you're going to look like an absolute dingbat. Which, hello.
Hello. Hi. We're here now. Welcome.
Yeah, off that.
Over it. Over it.
Yeah.
So, staying in basketball, March, as we know, March Madness is about to begin.
Dude.
College basketball. Tune in.
All I know is Cooper Flag.
Okay. That's funny.
Duke.
Just keeps one player in mind.
That's all I got. Have you been watching college basketball?
No, not much. I get like into it when March Madness comes. Like, let's be real. Also, my thing with college basketball is like same with NBA, kind of like college basketball doesn't necessarily have like an all-star break, right? But like there's just too many games.
Totally.
Because especially like even this year, we were looking at this, but none of their preseason like picks are who is good at the end of the year.
Oh, no.
So this is only the fourth time in the last 55 years that half of the men's college basketball preseason top 10 is unranked. So preseason number 1, Kansas, is out of the top 35 for the first time.
Oh, shit.
I'm just like...
Well, like the preseason?
But that's what I mean. Like,
it's bullshit.
Yeah, but like they've been pretty spot on though with preseason basketball, like college basketball picks. And so I'm like, but you're so far off. That's why I'm like, I don't need to watch like the first like 30 games.
No, because
like,
that's the whole fun of March Madness is that you get a bracket and then it's like it is all like
right. And I'll get into it when it's then.
Like, yeah.
I went to like UW men's basketball game and watched them get absolutely obliterated by USC.
Fun.
And like that's in their new conference, and I was like, I'm sure those new conference switches are really working out for you guys.
Yeah, it's interesting, like football versus like basketball and
for
stuff.
every other sport. Like if you think about it, like football, you move to the Big 12. Well, basketball, that's a big basketball conference, and like y'all ain't competing.
No, yeah.
Like that. I was like, good luck playing Michigan State.
Yeah.
Have a day. Anyways, March Madness Selection Sunday is March 16th, so next Sunday.
The day after trivia.
The day after. The first 4 starts March 18th, 19th. The final 4 is April 5th. So if you're gauging like this last like 3-4 weeks or whatever. And then the first and second round games, some of the games will be hosted at Climate Pledge.
Oh, shit.
March 21st through 23rd. So for a few years now, Seattle at Climate Pledge has host some men and women's
Do we go?
first round, second. Yeah, for sure.
That's
And then
fun.
it's like, it's fun though because you don't exactly know which teams, because until the selection shows, you don't know who those teams are going to be. But Seattle does again, because we're obviously a basketball city. We host March Madness games.
Because we don't have an NBA team to host. So let's host some March Madness. Well, that's litty.
Can we highlight one of my favorite basketball teams?
Absolutely.
In history, the Fresno State Bulldogs.
Okay, why? The fuck? God, we gotta add that to her bio now.
No. I used
Seahawks, Mariners.
No, but they're
Suns.
But they're
also Fresno State Bulldogs.
No, I just love that their players just don't give a shit, and they are betting on their own games,
dude.
And dude, I'm sorry, but we just have to get into this because we have talked a lot, not recently, but about players getting in trouble betting and just like what this is looking like in professional sports. Period.
Yeah.
Well, about 3 players got caught betting on their own games for Fresno State Bulldogs.
Don't try to be too obvious.
No, one of them's already been like removed, and like 2 are suspended due to the allegations. They're placing bets that the Bulldogs men's basketball team would underperform on points and rebounds, which is like hilarious. So you're like betting that your team will do worse than you're even projected to do.
What the actual fuck?
No, I died though, because one of the players came to the team in the off season after pleading guilty in 2023 to felony reckless driving. I'm not laughing at the felony reckless driving because someone was unfortunately killed in that. But I'm like,
oh my God.
How desperate was Fresno State?
Yeah, what?
Like, what are we doing? And like, this guy came and he's like, and then
this
now
goes back
he's creating havoc.
No, and goes back to what we said. There's no one else.
There is some kid now grinding in his
backyard.
I was gonna say basement, but backyard where there's
backyard with a hoop.
Like we don't
grinding,
and
we're letting this guy.
Yes, who like? Sorry, you don't need to play in basketball anymore.
No,
felony assault.
No,
reckless driving. You're gone. See ya.
You're booked and busy in the local
slammer. You're gone.
You don't need to be dribbling down the court.
So anyways,
wrong court, buddy.
Yeah, they were literally actively betting on games that they're playing in. But it's just hilarious because Fresno State, as of last week, had set a record for the most single season losses in a row and the most conference losses in program history. So they were having like the worst season ever, and then their players were like, "Yep, we know we suck, so we're gonna bet that we like."
Off of it. Let's make money off being the worst fucking team.
No, they were like, "We suck, so let me tell y'all how bad we are."
Like, genuinely, I respect the hustle, but like as an athlete who's playing for the team, you can't do that.
Bro.
We can.
Bro.
We can as fans. That's our job to be your shit. I'm going to make money off of you being absolute shit. You as a player can't do that.
Why is this not being talked about?
I don't know. And like, why does this keep happening? Like, they see.
I
know that they see other players and referees and coaches get in trouble for betting.
Right. This is.
I know you see that.
In what
you're
world
not invincible?
Do you think you're not getting caught?
Because you play for Fresno State and no one cares about Fresno State?
No, I guess. But, like, still.
You still exist.
BetMGM is, like, red flag.
Yeah, like, you're still on the books. Hello?
They're, like, using their first and last name. They're like, ding, ding, ding. Guard for
Social security number. License ID. I'm player number 14.
For point guard for Fresno State Bulldogs. Current, active. They're like,
and I'm going to shoot under 7.
Check yes for alumni. Nope. Active.
Nope. Not yet.
Current. Might be next
current
week.
Active player.
And I'm like, how much are we hitting on? How much are we making on this?
Probably like $10.
So are you
breaking
just
even?
Better off like transferring and like getting an NIL deal. Like, what are we doing? Because now you're toast. Like, you're not playing college basketball again.
No.
So what are we doing?
God forbid.
What are we doing? What in what world?
That's exhausting.
Let's shift gears.
Okay.
It's not football season, but let's give an update on some football, because this past weekend was college football NFL combine. College football NFL combine, where the college players perform.
Yeah.
If they want to.
If they decide. If they choose to these days.
So this is where we're going to start, because...
Oh, question?
When did it become an opt-in or opt-out to the college... Or why do I keep saying that? To the NFL combine.
Since these fuckers were paid $1 million in college and now have a stick up their ass and think that they can do whatever the hell they want because they project them as a top 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 draft pick before even seeing them throw in the last 2 months.
Okay, wait.
Did you get all that?
I was taking an answer down. Could you read?
Because Mel Kiper did a fucking mock draft in December and put Shitter Sanders at number 1 and
okay. Yes.
all of these players. So they said,
Perfect.
"Oh, I don't need to prove it."
Okay, yeah. Okay, like genuinely, notoriously, NFL Combine, all the NFL coaches are there, like their whole staff.
This
You're
is
like
huge.
You finally get to see these players that are like in the top all season.
This is like the 40-yard dash. We're doing
fun, the
throwing,
broad jump, the throwing.
We're doing all that shit.
Now, a lot of the top players are just like opting out to working out at the NFL Combine and then like choosing to work out at their own school. Like, I'm
like, do you just not want to be televised?
It's like a pro day. Okay, see, that's what it gives to me. So like instead,
scouts are still gonna see you,
right? So the scouts will then go to the specific schools like pro days. So take like Cam Ward, quarterback for Miami. He opted out of the combine.
Previously Wazoo.
And so he'll choose to go do his pro day at Miami, where he'll have like his own teammates like run the drills for him and
shit that he's been working on for the last year.
Yeah, and the NFL coaches will travel to Miami. So that's kind of like the difference of like the two options.
Combine is,
but like I didn't know that there was an
Indianapolis.
Option. Well, I think they move it every year. It was in like
I think it was in Indy this year again. I feel like it's always the combine's always in Indy.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like they
Lucas
move it.
Oil. Does that sound right? I don't know. Fucking know. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, because I remember Pat McAfee just being like, "Woohoo! Indianapolis is like the best place on the planet."
Well, that's probably why people choose not to do it.
Yeah. What? Is this what it's like being a cult?
Anyways, we didn't know there was an option.
No, like the combine. I don't know. For me, and I'm sure it's the same as you. Like growing up, like combine was like
fun.
Essentially, your biggest like job interview.
No, it is.
I feel like for these players, like. That's when you do all of these skills and you show off and you prove you make a name for yourself. All of a sudden your draft stock goes up. Potentially, hopefully you're on TV.
Yep.
These teams see you. You create a buzz around your name. It's hopefully really good for you in your stock draft. And so that's what the combine was. It was basically like the biggest like NFL scouting. It's like a job interview for crying out loud. And now these players are like, no, come to my school and watch me play with the players that I've been playing with and with the teams that are allowed to come in and scout me. And then you can see me maybe throw.
And I get, like, the only coaches that are going to go are, like, them that are interested in that team.
Yeah.
Or that player. But what I don't like, well, there's many things I don't like. The first one. I don't like that. I'm sure the players do. But for me watching, I don't like that you get to have it at your school with your receivers. Say I'm a quarterback. I'm speaking from a quarterback. For your receivers, it creates a very, very comfortable environment for them. And I want to see you in some adversity.
Yeah, I want to see you
I want you to be uncomfortable at the combine. I want you to be throwing to some different receivers that you haven't done. Put in some situations you're not comfortable in. I don't want to see you at your normal practice field running these normal routes.
I just watch you do that all college football season.
That's boring to me. Second of all, I don't like, why are you even at the combine then?
Just for media appearances.
Yeah, so the players, specifically, let's highlight 3 of the biggest players in college football this year. Cam Ward, quarterback for Miami, previously Wazoo. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son for Colorado, and Travis Hunter, the defensive back / wide receiver for Colorado. All 3 of them opted out of the combine. I will say that wasn't like a last minute decision. That was like previously. So I'll give them that. Like it wasn't like a LeBron not playing in the All-Star
Everybody
game
show up.
Yeah. But like you're at media day.
You're there
still. And like I watched 5 Shedeur Sanders interviews.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I didn't listen to them fully because like
no.
Kill myself.
No.
But
not
like
subjecting myself to that voluntarily.
Also, like why was he dressed like he's filming the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Dude. With the sideways backwards. Dude. I've never seen him dressed like that. I'm like, why are we wearing that?
I don't know.
With the 2 chains. I'm like,
and okay, so ironically, one of the NFL teams that is drafting in the top 7, not sure what team it was, but they like had spoken with Shedeur, like had a meeting or whatever, and they had reported that they didn't like his arrogance, his cockiness, the way that he presented himself, etc. First of all, did you see the last name? Sanders? Arrogance and cockiness is in that family, right, for sure.
Right.
I mean, I love Deion Sanders, I will be honest. But, like, that confidence, yes. However, I kind of agree because I understand, like, yes, be confident. You're selling yourself totally. But there's a point where, and I truly think it goes back to NIL, where it's like these players on a whole nother level. I don't want to hear you say shit until you take an NFL snap.
I know. And like it is like a level of like, what have you proven?
Well, like and that like interview that we saw, what was that it was the NFL awards.
Okay, so
and the interview was like, after everything that you've accomplished,
this is exactly what I was
in college, and I'm like,
so at the NFL honors this year, Deion goes with Shedeur, his son, and they're like walking the red carpet.
Yeah,
and this interviewer interviews them, and it was like, oh, like you accomplished everything in college. So like, what are you looking to next? I was like, first of all. We're at the NFL honors.
Yep.
What is Shedeur Sanders doing there? He plays college football.
We're honoring NFL players, like, current NFL players.
Yeah, and second of all, I get they were at Jackson State, HBCU, turned it around, went to Colorado, did their thing, but like did everything.
No, I'm not diminishing like what they've done.
No, but we're not going to say we did everything because I guess I missed Colorado winning a national championship.
They didn't even make it in the 12-team playoff. So, suck my dick.
I just don't like... Why are we at the NFL honors?
No.
So, anyways, those players will do their own workout, which... Not shocked. But I'm not seeing it. I just want to see him get absolutely rocked one time. Nothing against him.
This is the shit, like what we said last year about...
Caleb?
Yes, it's like all of this talk... All of this bullshit before they even take a single NFL snap. Just shut up. Just shut up.
No, seriously.
I'm so sick of it. And it just makes me not like you. It makes me want to pray on your downfall. And that sucks. I don't want to do that.
Right.
Like, but like,
because if you're looking at those players that are like annoying us, like you're already getting the deals. You already have the endorsements. You have the interviews. And then you're going to get drafted.
Yeah.
So why don't we just like...
Tone it down.
Because like Caleb Williams texting your punter that you won't have to punt all year. I bet you he could message Shedeur and say, "Hey, don't do that."
No, quite literally.
Because I'm gonna humble myself and like I shouldn't have done that.
Totally. I just that whole like I think nowadays like it's never been an issue before, but now going from like college to the NFL, this like transition period is messy. And I don't like it.
No, I hate it.
Speaking of another cocky ass at the combine, I forget his name. I just have to make note of it because it cracked me up. But he had said that he was fully confident. He was like, I'm going to be Xavier Worthies, who last year was the fastest to run the 40-yard dash at 4.21, I believe. And he had said, oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to beat that. I'm thinking 420 or whatever. brother didn't even beat 4.4.
421, and he said I'm gonna be at 420.
Yeah,
so
and he
1 second
and
off.
he didn't even get under 4.4. And ironically, his teammate actually did better. Didn't beat 4.21.
And like I saw multiple linemen under 5.
Yeah.
Linemen were like 4.8.
Yeah. Yeah. They're booking it. Book it to Seattle, baby.
No, run your lineman ass down the West Coast.
No, literally. Other NFL news, there's going to be a lot of players on the move.
Yeah.
Because it's off season. The franchise tag, I'm pretty sure, just ended today. Tuesday.
Okay.
The Bengals did add another franchise tag on T. Higgins. Not really sure if...
Who's taking a pay cut for the Bengals?
No, yeah, because
the math is not math.
They're not letting go of T. Higgins, but, like,
so
won't trade him.
Are you not going to pay Jamar Chase then?
But it's like, so Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, who were, like, very well paid, as they should be, now have to, like, take a little pay cut. Like, hey, bud, sorry, can you give us back, like,
no, Jamar
couple
Chase
of that mil?
earned more money, so I'm awkward for
Even
them.
Jamar Chase posted on Instagram, like, reposted, like, the franchise tag at T. Higgins and was like, what? Like, I'm not sure what the Bengals are doing.
Yeah, because I think that he knows then they're not going to pay him.
Well, you also have a whole bunch of linemen that your defense was the reason you guys were in the playoffs last year. It was not your offense.
Yeah, that's what
the
I
offense
mean.
was no effing problem. So what are we gonna pay our defense with? Like just potato chips and good vibes? So that ain't gonna work.
And beer.
You're gonna be getting your ass beat by Kansas City once again.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And Buffalo.
Speaking of another silly little organization, the New York Jets.
Jets. Jets.
AS ass. They released Davante Adams.
Shocking.
Shocker. He probably should have just stayed with Las Vegas.
He should have stayed in Green Bay.
Well, both him and Aaron Rodgers should have just stayed their asses in Green Bay.
No, if I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, I'm laughing at your downfall.
Oh, I'm pointing fingers.
Which is sad because we're talking about this. I like Davante Adams.
He's literally one of my favorite receivers.
If you don't remember, Davante Adams left Green Bay after Aaron Rodgers left, and he went to Las Vegas to play for the Raiders with Derek Carr as his quarterback, who was his college quarterback at Fresno State. Fresno State Bulldog! Holy shit!
Wow, we love a
I can't remember what I did in elementary school, but I can remember that Derek Carr played for the Fresno State Bulldogs.
No, literally, that shit will piss me off sometimes because I'm like, I can't remember what I did 2 weeks ago, but ask me where Marshawn Lynch played college. Cow!
No, and I'm like,
ask me where a hella random players played at or did something. I'm like, yep, it's in the noggin.
No, that's so crazy. Anyways. Davante then left Las Vegas and joined Aaron Rodgers again in New York. Well, it has been reported that the New York Jets will not be re-signing Aaron Rodgers. Nope. So we don't know what's going to go on with him other than a few more ayahuasca trips. And now they've just released Davante. So you've like literally that was pointless.
And I think that I saw something about them potentially also releasing Allen Lazard, which was another wide receiver that Aaron Rodgers requested to be with him in New York. So, like, he single-handedly, like, dismantled this franchise. Yes. Question, Haley?
Yeah, question. Second one today.
Classes in session, bitches.
Does Davante possibly want
to be in Seattle?
Is he interested in the Pacific Northwest?
Well, there are DK trade rumors. I'd swap him out.
I respectfully would.
Did I just say that?
Swap DK out in a heartbeat. Whoops.
Sorry, did we just say that?
Oh, I've said it many times.
Yeah, we have.
See, my thing with DK is we're not going to get into that because we don't have time today.
Nope.
That's for another episode. But if there's a trade welcome, then I will take it if it's worth it.
Yeah.
I just think that DK,
I don't think he wants to be here.
He doesn't want to be here,
So
and I get that
him.
vibe, and I don't want you. And also, like, bro, we're not a rookie anymore, and like we're not putting up the numbers to have the attitude that you're having. It's the attitude with I'm like, bro, you're 5 years in, and at your Megatron stature, you're not putting up numbers.
No.
Jackson Smith and Jigba made you look like an idiot last year.
Yes. And, like, if you wham, miss Russell Wilson, then fine. Go, so be it.
Go with
Y'all
him.
can go reunite with Pete Carroll in Las Vegas and have a little powwow. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So, anyways, if Davante is into, like, some Pacific Northwest vibes, I'm sure we're...
Oh, yeah. If he's also into, like, if he needs a roommate. Sorry, what?
Okay. We're going to finish the episode with breaking news today from our unproblematic, just got Justice King this year, Saquon Barkley, running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champion, just got paid.
Hey, Akon, played. Just got paid.
I
just got paid. And it feels so good. And a Super Bowl ring. Woo-wee! Boy's on fire.
And you know what, Ari? Before he even left New York Giants, we used to say when we started this podcast and before.
We were saying before the pod.
We were like, this man, we appreciate your loyalty.
Totally.
But what did loyalty ever get you?
Not shit.
Nothing. So you finally left New York, and in 1 year, you get a Super Bowl ring, and you now become the highest paid running back in NFL history.
Well deserved. Well deserved. I love it for him.
Fire. So
like,
Saquon signed a $41.2 million contract extension, making him, as we said, the highest paid running back in NFL history. $36 million is guaranteed at signing, and he's the first running back to get more than $20 million a year. He also has the ability to earn an additional $15 million in incentives and escalators.
Pop off escalators.
Yeah,
not stairs.
Not stairs,
not
but
elevators.
Incentives and probably like most yards. I don't know, something crazy.
Well.
So shout out, and like moral of the story is like loyalty gives you nothing.
No, and major props also to Philadelphia for getting that shit done and taking care of him. And also for setting the bar for running backs now because
dude. I know finally because I'm like overpaying quarterbacks. We already know this.
Facts. Like we're back to being a running back league, I believe. Which I'm loving it.
We just also don't need to pay quarterbacks before they win you a championship. Hi, Jacksonville Jaguars. Why are we paying Trevor Lawrence?
Can we speak about the Jags for a second?
No.
What?
Well, we don't have time.
Well, I want to talk about the GM. Or just the fact that he's a 34-year-old and he's the second youngest GM in NFL history. He was previously works with like scouting, I think, but he's been working under the Rams GM for the last like 9 years. The last couple years, he was like director of scouting or something like that. But he's literally 34 years old, and he is the GM of Duval. If no one's seen that video of the new GM or new head coach of the Jags, this guy Liam Corny.
Whatever Jacksonville has to do, I don't know.
He came to that press conference when he got the new job, and he goes, Duval. And it's so cringe. Everyone go watch it. Go watch it.
I don't know where I was going with my previous thought.
If you had any embarrassing like videos of yourself Friday and Saturday night at the bars, watch that video of the Duval, and you'll
be like vindicated.
Yeah, you will not feel any embarrassment ever again because you can't top that.
I don't know where I was going with that. We don't want to pay quarterbacks anymore. We're paying running backs.
Yeah, we don't. Especially Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying that. Yeah.
I don't remember what I was going to say, so it can't be that important. Anywho.
That's pretty much it.
We're going to see you guys next weekend. Yeah. Sports Trivia. March 15th.
Saturday, March 15th, 1 p.m. Sports Trivia. First round, Seattle Sports. Second round, all things Mariners. Third round, Jock Jams. Music that is associated with sports. For all you non-jocks like me.
It's going to be fire.
I was dicking around in a leotard.
Are we hearing rain?
I think so.
Okay. That's cool. I'm not wearing a jacket. With that, love you guys.
XOXO. Shakers.